Yeah, I was gonna have Mallory shave my head. I went to a Dwayne Reed, and the clippers were like $60 for like a 3-year-old pair. And I looked up the review, and it said 1 star, 1 star, 1 star. I was like, well, I guess my hair just getting longer.
What?
So here we are. Look at this. Look at this. It's too bad that this recording won't show video, so all the people can see me waving my head around like an idiot.
But there is the stream at twitch.tv/OG podcast.
Or you could drop your Twitch Prime subs if you wanted to.
Oh yeah, we can have that now.
We can do that now that we're
affiliated with Twitch.
We're gonna hit partner before Dinez does.
Dines.
He'll forever be Dinez to me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Overachievers Gaming Podcast, the Marvel Strike Force Insider Edition. I am your host, Vash, joined as always by Ashi Pastrami and Chef Crondo. What's up, boys? We don't have a guest today because it's Easter. The world still continued on.
Is that today?
That is today, yes.
Oh, should I call my mom?
There you go.
You've been living inside or something? Under a rock?
Under a chair.
Things. I think a rock would be bigger than where I am right now.
You're probably right. The Brooklyn apartments are very small, but your apartment's actually nice. I like your apartment.
It's pretty chill. We are fairly lucky in some regards, and no closets is fun.
Yeah. So you can find us on Instagram at og.podcast. Our Twitter is overachieversp. We should probably change the Twitter. I'll see if we can change to OG podcast. I'm sure there's a way.
Yeah, make it across the board.
Yeah, we'll try to do that. Our website's beingoverachiever.com, where you can get this episode and every other episode where we talk about Marvel Strike Force, Final Fantasy VII remakes. We have to talk about that at some point. We got to do an OG chat with that. We also talk about like Resident Evil, other games, stuff other than Marvel Strike Force, because we hate talking about Marvel Strike Force. Not just kidding. We love talking about Marvel
OG
Strike Force.
podcast is already taken. Damn it.
Is it?
Yeah.
What about OG.podcast? You can look it up. Anyway, so you can check us out there, wherever you get your podcast. The thing, if you like this podcast that you normally listen to or subscribe, please leave us a review. Tell us why you love our podcast. We will happily read all the reviews, and I'm going to look it up. So if there are any reviews that we're missing, we'll have to read out loud. It's been a while since I've looked it up, so I should probably do that more often. But anyway, if you also have a moment, you can follow us on twitch.tv/OG podcast, where we do this live whenever we record. You can follow us there, and if you want, you can throw us some bones by using your Amazon Prime sub to give us a little sub love, because these are tough times. This is all we do right now. This is literally our job, or gerb.
We're gerb. They're taking our gerbs.
Taking our gerbs. And so this is really the only thing we have for going on for that. So if you want, you can throw us the Jeff Bezos money. That'd be fantastic, as well as
he doesn't need more of it.
Say what?
So Jeff Bezos doesn't need more of it.
Yeah, exactly. So give it to us. Give it to us. We also have a Patreon, which is patreon.com/overachievers. Links are all below if you want to help us out. So anyway, on to the news at hand. The Red Star rework. I can't work. Brain's not working. Is upon us and will be here in a matter of days. Have you guys looked over
3 days.
Yeah. Have you guys looked over what's the dealio with it?
Yeah, it's pretty wild. I do wish I saved. I have 7 Red Star orbs ready. I wish I had more. Obviously, I'm gonna keep
7 red. 7 red.
Yeah, orbs. Yeah, orbs. I wish I wasn't so impatient. Like, you guys are so good at holding the stuff. I can't do that. I really wish I did now. But yeah, I'm excited. It's good for someone like me, especially the drop to 150 promotion credits. Red Star credit, like the credit. Yeah, the silver credit
for a 5-star. It went from 300 to 5 or 300 to 150. None of our brains are working so far this morning.
It's okay. We're figuring.
I've had 3 cups of coffee. This is my 4th cup of coffee now. So
holy moly!
Not necessarily bad for you, but
climbing on the walls right now.
It cleans me out. I'm just saying.
I don't know, but I don't. But okay. So, anyways,
that's a poop joke.
Gotcha. Okay, I didn't figure that out. Gotcha. Okay.
Are we the radio now?
Good morning.
Yes, well, technically, yes.
Technically, we were like the digital radio.
Yeah. So anyway, for those who haven't seen, we'll put a link to the Reddit post below. They also put something in the in-game mail, which is surprising considering that, I'm actually surprised that they actually do any sort of communication in game anymore. So actually, maybe that's the Scopely way now. Is they're like, hey, you got to tell players what's going on in the game because nobody's reading stuff on Reddit.
What?
So, yeah. So let's. I'll just do a quick, brief overview of what's going on. So we have the promotional credit prices have changed. So the cost to use promotional credits for all characters will be adjusted in all tiers, 5 red star and above. The 5 red star costs will be lower from the current value of 300 silver promotion credits to 150, so cut in half. That's great. Any players that previously used silver promotional credits to purchase 5 red star characters, like who's got 300, silver credits just chilling, I guess, will be refunded the difference when the new system goes live. Then 6 red star costs will change with the 20-time inflation from 5 gold promotion credits to 100. Kind of crazy, but this essentially, they say that this is effectively the same cost in the new economy as it is now. So once the thing goes live, you're going to be getting more of the gold star promotional credits in the future.
So I wonder if that screws people like me that were sandbagging their promotional credits.
It doesn't affect you.
No,
I don't think so. Because if you have like 300, if you have 300 silver promotional credits now.
No, if I have 10 gold promotional credits.
Yeah, I still have 10 gold promotional credits.
Oh, okay.
You guys didn't use those?
I don't have anybody use them on.
I didn't have anybody that I actually would want to use them on. Like, I'm not going to use them on a 5-star Quake. I'm not going to use them on.
Yeah, true.
Punisher. I don't know. It's just
I was waiting to pull a 5-star Black Bolt, which now with the new promotional card. So essentially, those 10 that we have will become 200. Is what they're saying. So if we have 10 in our inventory now, not that we can see an inventory, but like since we have like them on our splash screen or whatever, they'll effectively turn into 200. So we'll still get to use them because we still have them. So, but now actually it brings it down. So if you have like, over 150 promotional credits, which I'm very close to on my account, that will actually change. So that way you can actually buy somebody who you would want to have at 5 red stars. Like for me, it's Black Bolt. It would be the first purchase I get. Get him at 5 red stars and then use the promotional credits to pull him to 6 red stars just because I use him everywhere, which just sucks for Arena. But anyway. And then they also said the 7 red star costs will change from the 20-time inflation from 50 gold promotional credits to 150. This greatly reduces the cost from what it is now. So that's I like that because who has 50 gold promotional credits?
Oh, you don't have 50 just lying around?
No, but so if you think about it, a 6 red star promotional credit to their gold promotional credits 100, and a 7 is 150. So if you have a couple 6 red stars laying around that you would like to promote to 7, like I have Carnage, I have Falcon, I have Kingpin, I have to take him up to. To take him up to 7 star or 7 red star is only 150, and we're gonna get, if we're still holding on to the 10 promotional that we have now, that'll give us 200. So if you don't want to take somebody to 6 red star, you can take somebody to 7 instead for 150. Not a bad deal. And I'm assuming that they'll probably get more gold promotional credits with the added of the Flash event going forward, which I'm assuming is why they waited to do all this stuff and spring this all on us. So, but the thing that I'm curious about, and I'm actually excited about too, and also if you're listening to this live as we record this, make sure that you hold on to your red star orbs until this goes live, which will be in 3 days, because they're adding the side pillars of the red star orbs, because currently they said that the side pillars of the red star orbs are empty. In the new system, we will be adding elite credits to those pillars for the basic red star orb through the elite 6 orb. And they said that opening a duplicate of a 1 red star character will grant the same number of elite credits as opening a duplicate of a 2 red star character. A good improvement. A much needed improvement.
Called it.
The updated contents of the basic orbs will ensure that opening 20 orbs, even if you don't have all duplicates of the lowest red star characters, you're guaranteed to have enough credits to purchase 1 elite 4-star orb, which is great, especially for people like us who hoard credits or hoard the red star orbs, or if you buy the offer for $50, which is a terrible deal, but even still, like, you at least will have the ability to open one no matter what, because you get 28 with one of those. I think no, you get 28K, so you get 14. Actually, you don't even get one. So anyway, that sucks. But still, I was thinking about what it is. Whatever. And they said that the two changes they already had made are now in the game is they talked about they added a third row to the Elite Store to allow for more agency in selecting characters. The second is that the drop rates for the 3-star and 4 red star characters in the basic red star orb have been increased to add more value to opening the orb. So essentially, they've made it so it's not always going to be 1 and 2 stars, but they'll make it so 3 and 4 stars are more likely to be pulled, which I think is good for the game overall. So what do you guys think about all that? I know that's a lot of news thrown out at once.
Did you throw out the part about the power curve being reduced on each?
No, that's further down.
Yeah, it's further down.
Because I was talking about because they have a bunch of other stuff where they talk about
this was just the economy, I think.
That's just the economy,
right?
Red Star. There's more stuff I want to talk about, like the release cadence, the power curve, the flash event, and then more stuff coming up. So, but what do you guys think about just the instance of what they're doing for the Red Star orbs themselves?
It was needed. It's like I think one of the biggest complaints was how difficult, and well, not even it's not difficult to get red stars, right? It's just annoying.
Because there was a set number you could get per week for the most part, unless you were one of the I don't even know how many people were allowed to get into that extra top bracket. There's like 100 people or maybe 1,000 people that are able to get the extra amount, but
something like that.
For the most part, you're only allowed to get 12 to 13 orbs a week.
I think it comes down to that. If you have the last tier of the dailies done, or whatever the challenges are done, I think it's 12 per week as you can get. Because I have it done. I have let's see, what else do we have in there? I don't know where it is. I have that done, and then I think you get an extra every week. You get 5 from just the login calendar, so you can get up to 6.
And you can get 6 to 7 out of the bullets, depending on whether or not you get into that 3 to 5 or the 1 to 2% bracket.
I feel it's not usually too hard to. I mean, I get I feel like I just get a mill usually in the Red Star Blitz, and that's enough to get me some good.
Yeah, I mean I essentially aim for, I think 2 mil is what I do, or 2.2 or 2.4, something like that, just to get into that. Was it 3 to 5 or 1 to 2? I think it's 1 to 2. Although it's gone up because I hit 2.5 on last week's, and I was only in 3 to 4. So, but really, you're only getting an extra 1,000 fragments of Red Star orbs. So, but I feel like I try to put more effort personally into the Red Star or Blitz, mainly because I feel like Red Stars are more important in this game than premium orbs. But even still, that's what I like. At least,
well, you can be like me and open up 17 premiums and get 1 non-duplicate out of it.
Or you can get you can be like me, just open up all your Elite 5 that you have saved up and get 3 miles back to back.
Well, we're not all as lucky as you are.
I know.
Yeah, Charlie.
I do like my miles. I'm just saying, he's the worst out of my Spider-Verse team, unfortunately.
I do wish we had numbers on statistics in this game, because I'm just still so curious of how the rate lands on you getting those that much.
It's a very slim chance. There's no way that he actually.
After that happened, you should have went and played the lottery, because I feel like you were in some kind of anomaly at that point, Charlie, and you could have won big, dude.
I know I should. Unfortunately, nobody can go out right now to buy a lotto ticket, so they need to sell them online digitally. That's what they should do. But I'm sure there'll be problems with that. All right, so that seems like I like what they're doing with that. I like the added changes to the side pillars, the adding of the duplicates. I think the they also talked about. I totally missed a section of this too. The updated contents of the basic orbs. I already said that one. The Elite 7 Red Star orbs will now have the price lowered from 5,000 Elite 7 credits to 2,500 credits.
Oh,
that's actually pretty cool.
Dude, wait, I might be able to get it now.
Do you have duplicates of Elite 7s?
Duplicates?
So yeah. So not so if you go into your supplies and then you go to your Red Star orbs, and
you would have had to have pulled at least 2 or 3 Elite 6s.
I'm sorry, I have some credits in Elite 6. I don't have any. I'm sorry.
So honestly, your credits in your Elite 6, you should a lot. Well, it depends on what they want to do, but I find that I just buy the silver promotional credits for the Elite 6 because it's actually easier to get.
Really?
Well, because you're the amount of times that you're going to pull Elite 6s. is
so should I do this now before the rework? I have enough to pull 150. I have 600 Elite 6 credits, so I could pull a 50.
I personally, so you can do whatever you want to do, but personally, I always exchange them for the times for the 50 silver promotional credits, just because the amount of times you would have to pull another 6 red star to get your Elite 6 credits is it's worth it more to put that into something, you're taking a 3-star character to a 4-star character, red star character.
No, for sure. I mean, yeah, I mean, right off the bat, I have better options here.
Yeah, I mean, your value are. I mean, I would still hold on to your credits until Wednesday, whenever they pull it, or Tuesday, whenever it is. But so essentially, your Wednesday, so the most bang for your buck value is your Elite 5s, your Elite 4s. Your Elite 6 isn't really that good unless you have those credits saved up. But even still, it's going to take you a long time to get 5,000. So they really should lower the Elite 7-star orb and the Elite 6-star orb to 2,500. But they're only doing the Elite 7-star orb, unfortunately. So that's what they're doing. Yeah.
Whale problems.
Whale harder, bro.
Whale. That's just what you got to deal with.
Oh man. So, I mean, just a side note, I can now buy a 5 red star, and the amount of 4 red star good characters that would be beneficial to have at 5 is like crazy on my roster.
So wait until the thing, because then it'll go from 300 to 150, and you can buy 2 if you have it.
True, but that's for because a 5 red star.
It's 300 right now, but on Wednesday it'll be 150.
Oh, I'm sorry, to 4 red star. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was mistaken.
Yeah, either way. So anyway, they're talking about a character release cadence, which I don't necessarily agree with. I know there's been a lot of talk about this. They said that as the cost of acquiring characters with promotional credits will significantly decrease, and the value of red stars will significantly increase. Not that they haven't already. Release cadence of adding new characters to the Elite Store will slightly change, which I do not agree with. And we're going to talk about our suggestions in a second. When a character first becomes available through any method in the game, it will be added to all levels of red star orbs, with the exception of certain characters like Ultron, obviously. However, the character will not appear for acquisition via promotional credits until the character becomes farmable somewhere in the game. We don't know if that means or obtainable or what. So
that means that basically, like when they release a new character, like Black Bolt, for instance, he won't be. Well, actually, Black Bolt's farmable. Technically, that's a bad example. Sif, like Sif, for example, when they released her.
Let's say like Red Skull currently.
Okay.
He's not farmable.
Sure.
So essentially, you won't be able to get that. And they said that. Continuing on, they say we feel that allowing a direct path to both a 7-star gold new character and the respective 7-star red potentially on the day of release could be too widely oppressive. We will closely monitor this issue. So essentially, yes. So they're saying that if there's a new character comes out, let's say Ironheart, you can only rank her up through the red star orb. So if you're like me and have really shitty luck, you'll probably only be able to get like maybe 1, 2, possibly 3 red stars on her out the gate.
Okay.
Normally what I would do for the new character is like, if I don't pull that, I will at least go to the promotional credit supply thing, and then I'll just buy the credits.
Right.
It's like, okay, I'll take her to at least 3 stars, so that way she's somewhat usable in the game, because let's be honest, 4 red stars is the baseline for all of this.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Of this game.
Right. True.
So that's why people have been suggesting make all those characters with a release cadence at least buyable up to 4 red stars in the Elite Store, because honestly, because that's the baseline in the game that Foxneck/Scopely says is, this is where we're tuning the game to, is a 4 red star base minimum. So why not continue with that cadence and say, okay, well, we will make all the characters buyable up to 4 red stars in the store. After that is you can only pull them in, 5 red stars and above in the actual Elite Orbs, which I personally think is what they should do. I know we had, when we had Casino on last time, he sort of mentioned that a little bit. Granted, we didn't know about this exact thing. It was just a rumor at that time.
Right.
But he's made a post saying this exact same thing, and I'm all in favor of that method to the match.
No, it's definitely. I think it definitely sounds like a fair deal, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's I think is what they should do, because it's like if they're making it so the way characters are farmable, they don't say what farmable means. Does that mean obtainable, where you can only obtain them through orbs, like through
obtainable?
Yeah, from actually Wolverthor coined that phrase. So
perfect. That's perfect.
It's like, can you only get them? Can you get them from orb drops? Is that farmable in their eyes, or is it like mean they are on a node? Because if they're on the node, guess what? They're not going to be available for 6 months to a year after their release.
There's probably two different tiers of farmable in their eyes. There's the wallet way, and there's the actual like.
Oh, it has to be. No, like, I mean, we're laughing about that, but that has to be the exact. I mean, yeah, you know, Whopper Men in there. The funniest part of that blog post is the fact that farmable was the quotation marks. Like, yes, 100%, they consider it one being depends. Free, and yeah,
it depends on what they consider. Because technically, Minerva right now has been in the game for a year, is not farmable. So what does that mean? You can't buy red stars of Minerva once this goes live? Or are they going to make Minerva farmable?
It's crazy to me that she's still not farmable at all. Like, it's kind of funny, actually.
Honestly, at this point, outside of Dark Dimension 2, she's really not that good anymore.
I don't think so either. I mean, she's good in the Tech Wing team if you don't have Black Bolt yet. But
because I don't use her anywhere outside of the Greek raids. So because I have a different team for, U7 is my Black Bolt yo-yo team. But just I mean, I understand for newer players that yes, she's great, but still. But anyway. Continuing on with the talk about the power curve, they had this whole new section of what they're talking about for the power curve. They said, as mentioned in a previous blog, we will be adjusting the power curve of the system to reduce their gaps between each tier. Below are the current percent-based values, and subsequently what the new values will be. The old values are from 1 to 7 stars. So it's 2%, 5%, 10%, 20, 35, 50, and 75. The new ones are 5, 10, 20, 35, 50, 60, 75. So if you have a 5 red star, previously, you're getting a 35% stat boost. The new 5 red stars, you're getting a 50% stat boost, which I think is where it should be, because
I'm super happy about that.
Yeah. So now, like I have a couple 6 red star characters. They're gonna get a 10% stat boost increase, which I think is what's needed in the game, because a 6 red star Falcon just doesn't feel like he does shit in the game at the moment. His ult will go off. And there's still like stuff going. I'm like, and I've invested Tier Force in the ult, and he's just really not good, unfortunately. So, and then my 6 red star Kingpin will do absolutely nothing. So it's going to be great. But so a 60% increase for 6 red stars was, I'm assuming a lot of us have some 6 red stars. There's only a handful of us that have 7s. I know Dom's the only one out of us who have a 7 red star. So.
God, it's so crazy to me that they're still so elusive, you know?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I get I get it being hard to get, like that, like rare, like OP things should be hard to get. I just think that it was too much. There's too much RNG based decision in terms of like I think once you in terms of getting a red star drop, it really should have been there will never be a random red star drop. Like if you open an orb and I don't know, whatever the hell the case is, it's just the fact that there are people there that have a set red star Stitcher or something is just, it's like nearly a travesty. If I like, I'm lucky. I got kind of a good character with what's his butt,
Cyborg.
Yes, what's his butt? My favorite
with Cyborg, exactly. But I mean, like, man, if I got any other character, like if I got like Stitcher, I would have been. I'd rather not even have the red star. I'd rather not even have it.
I'll take it.
I would take it any day of the week, man.
So there's actually so I'll tell you after the stream, or we can do it after we record. But there's actually a team with Cyborg that will beat.
It's Ultimates,
right? With Red Skull can beat that team. Can beat Red Skull as well.
The Kree Ultimates minions.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm like so close to Ultimus. I'm like 30 shards away. It's so
that's
annoying.
right, because you don't have him. That's right.
I would have had that team already. I would be banking. I would have dumped everything in that team. I mean, once they get Ultimus, I might, just because
I would say he's good.
Not only can they beat Red Skull, but they can also beat Asgardians fairly well too, right?
Correct. Yes.
But I think the Asgardians team, or the Asgardians counter, also has Captain Marvel in that one, right? It's not only minions.
You can, yes, I believe so. But I feel like Yeah, I believe it's like Ultimus, Kree Cyborg, Ultimus, Minerva, Ronan, and Kree Noble is the one that beats what's it called? Red Skull. I think that's the team that beats Red Skull right now.
What's the name?
Because if
Casino
you
with
position, so if you position Ronan next to Kree Noble, you put Kree Noble on the end and Ronan right next to her. Whenever she uses her attack, like she'll gain an assist from Ronan, and his basic clears buffs.
Right.
So essentially, you can use that to.
Sorry, not fairly well.
Group.
They can't beat Asgardians fairly well, but they still can counter them.
They can counter, yes, but like I would use that team more for beating Red Skull. So we'll talk about that in a bit. But anyway, with all of that, they said that the power numbers on the leaderboards will not update immediately when this change goes out. And this will happen as players update roster information for any character, including increasing character level, gold stars, rep promotion, gear level, tier, and abilities. So essentially what this means, as soon as the changes go out, your TCP will not change. You literally just have to level up one character, take it from level 1 to level 2, and then everything will update, because essentially I think it just needs to refresh with it, which to me sounds like, that's their hot fix.
Yeah.
So, just like
their hot fix.
Yeah. So essentially, as opposed to calling a server refresh for everything like that, it just refreshes once a change happens. So interesting. But one thing that I'm actually excited for that they talked about is a Flash event cadence. So now we actually have a monthly cadence of what things are happening in the game, which it only took 2 years in a boycott to get to this point.
Yeah, I'm fully taking credit for this one, because I said that they should do this like a couple weeks ago on here.
There you go.
I mentioned real quick. Mention that boycott. I really like. I don't know if the boycott was a success or a failure or whatever, but I feel like things have changed a little bit for the better, and to me, that seems like a success.
I would say so as well. So, I mean, all of these ideas have been stemmed from the boycott in one way or the other, and I feel like people, whether or not it was a direct correlation to it, definitely made them. All these points were brought to the team, and they took it seriously, in my opinion. And I feel like this is essentially what they're at. What they've come to realize, whether or not they think that's what they should do, but at least they listened to us and started to implement it slowly but surely. We realized that not everything can happen immediately, because it's dog shit programming on their end. From not from Scopely or Foxnex's issue. I think it's more of a seismic issue. The people who built the game probably just didn't code it like we've talked about in the past. But even still, like, I think that it probably just took a while, and they're finally coming out and saying like, hey, this is what we've been doing. This is the stuff that's going to go live in 2 weeks, and so on and so forth. So
yeah.
Overall, I think it's a win-win-win-win for everybody. So
win-win-win-win.
Because they're obviously they're trying to figure out ways to monetize red stars, and I think by doing the cadence of like the characters are only available in red stars until they're farmable is their way of saying like, hey, if you want this new character that you didn't get, the only way to get it is to buy red stars and open red star orbs. It's fine, but hey, you're at least you're going to get elite 4 credits and all that sort of stuff. It's fine, but then when you have free-to-play players who are like hoarding stuff, or just they can go through their usual cadence, they'll still get it, just not as quickly as people who are opening their wallets and whatnot. So anyway, the new Flash cadence is, they said, a new Flash event, Chaos Theory, requiring Wakandans will run monthly and require silver and gold promotional or reward. Sorry, silver and gold requires. So yes, you have to. You have to spend your silver and gold promotional. They will reward. Hey, that's a hard word to say.
You're fine, man. The tongue twister.
Furthermore, we're scheduling each of the following events to start running on a monthly cadence. About goddamn time. The Red Star Flash event, Chaos Theory, requiring Wakandans, will run on the first Saturday UTC of the month. Essentially, the first 4 missions require only 4 Wakandan characters. And they said that the Shuri Legendary event will return between the first and second run of the Chaos Theory. So that, to me, that says they're only giving us the first 3 events, essentially, is what it means. Or maybe the first 4. I don't know. Because if they're saying only the first 4 missions require 4 Wakandan characters, and then if you don't have Shuri unlocked, which will require, that makes it the 5 Wakanda teams. And they're saying that she will return before after the first run happens, that means that they're only going to give us the first 3, if not the first 4, with the chaos theory. So, and they said relic hunt, which requires hand, will be the second Friday, essentially the following week of the month. And thank God they finally listened to us about payday, because we're all out of gold. They say payday will requiring mercenaries will run on the third Friday of each month. So we are now getting payday. We're essentially getting an extra 2.5 million gold, depending if you have last one unlocked, every month. Thank goodness, because
I don't disagree that we need more gold, but I don't know what's been going on, but I haven't dropped under 4 million forever.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Just like with all these new characters coming out every month.
Oh yeah.
Like if they're releasing more characters, yeah. Well, I'm saying with all these new characters coming out every month, like if they're going to go with this, they needed to increase the gold, and I feel like this is a step in the right direction. And saying like, hey, we realize this. Here's more gold. Here's 2.5 million every month. It's not going to take every character up, but at least you can get some characters. Like you can probably take them all to levels, like level 55 or 60. At least you're not going to take them all to 70, but at least you can get them up slightly, so you can still work on them, because you can still get 500,000 to 1 million gold every day if you run all your events and spend all your energy and all that sort of stuff. But anyway,
I'm hyped about it.
Yeah, and they also said on a separate track, the block party event requiring heroes will run every other month on the 4th Friday of the month, which was approximately 8 weeks apart. So essentially, that tells me that the 4th Friday, so the end of the month, is going to run block party and then something else. So I'm curious to know what that other one is going to be, or it's just not going to be anything. So we'll see. So I'm okay with the block party, because I would give out a shit ton of tier 4 ability match.
I think we're all okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, yes, we need more of them. But before, we were just like, oh, here's a block party. Great. Here's another 150 tier 4 mats. I mean, granted, it doesn't even take one of your basic abilities up. So essentially, you're going to be able to get maybe one basic ability upgraded every other month.
Yeah,
fine. But like running all the with all the rewards from the raid season happening every week, and then the following is your war season rewards, and then you still have every day you're getting maybe 5 to 8 tier 4 mats from Ultimate 7, which I think they should increase a little bit, at least double it. That's neither here nor there, but you're still gaining tier 4 mats and abilities, ability points or whatever, throughout the entirety of the month. So I think that's a good change to it. I welcome the cadence and the schedule of what they're planning to do, because I feel like now we can plan appropriately. Now, if we can only get a schedule for legendary characters instead of just guessing what's coming up, I think that's where we're at. So what do you guys feel about the Flash cadence schedule with all the new stuff coming out? I personally think it's great.
It was necessary.
Yeah, for sure.
It was extremely necessary. Would be kind of cool to see. Maybe, I mean, this is definitely a beggar, being a chooser, but it would be nice for new tier bracket on any of those things. I don't know, only because I'm sure Charlie, like I haven't actually had to do a final tier of any of these things in God knows how long, because I've had the people all at 7 stars. So it'd be cool for like a level 8 challenge, but I'm pretty freaking happy either way. So that was, yeah.
I think it was a necessary move, in my opinion. I think it worked out well, and I'm happy that they're bringing these today. But yes, new tiers of these of these things would be nice, like to have another tier of payday, because 2.5 million gold for a new player is like, oh yeah, that's great. Maybe down for you.
But for us, that's like great. Like one character, not even one character to level 70. So I mean. That's like from 65. That would be like what, 65 to 68 or 69, maybe.
I think it'd be like 65 to like 72. I think is what it would be.
Right. Okay. Something
like that.
I mean, still, it's good. Not complaining. One bit.
The thing is, like, should think like in any of these scenarios, should it be more? Probably, but like at this point, I'll take anything extra I can get.
Yeah. That's for sure.
But for now, it's a step in the right direction. It'll tie us over for now I'm sure they're going to be increasing this going forward, but we'll see what happens with everything going forward. But I think in the meantime, it is something that's it can be worked on, can be improved upon, and I feel like we'll get there eventually. But for now, it'll be fine because they could be like, going forward in the tier, payday, we get one extra tier every 3 months, or once a year probably is what's going to be the case, knowing what the challenges are like. But still. Anyway, they said that was it. That was as a significant overhaul of the system. The team will be closely monitoring all the changes. We ensure that we are working as intended. There might be subsequent changes to ensure that we're hitting the mark. They look forward to rolling out the changes as soon as possible and reading your feedback and aid the fine tuning the system. Thank you for your patience while we worked it out to get this to you. And they said that, if they monitor the system and they take the feedback appropriately and they are actually accurate about that, then I'm all for it. And as long as we give feedback, constructive feedback, don't just say this fucking sucks.
Oh, you mean like my kind of feedback?
Yeah. So honestly, it's just like, I don't know what they really should say, like, where to give your feedback, to be completely honest, where they could be like on their Discord, or it could be on Reddit, or where. They didn't really say where, but I would assume that Reddit and probably Discord would be the best place to do that. I'm sure they have some intern somewhere reading through everything and just making notes of everything. So, but
that poor intern.
Yeah, so that was the big news of the week with the Red Star rework. And like I said, this all goes live on Wednesday probably at reset would be my guess. So at server reset, which would be for us on the East Coast is 8 p.m. Eastern, which I'm assuming is it's UTC minus 5, so or 4, yeah, whatever. I can't do math off head.
Math is hard, man.
Math can be hard. I actually enjoy math a lot, but I'm just because I enjoy it doesn't mean I'm good at it.
Nerd, freaking nerd.
Yeah. So other stuff we had going on the week. We had the Proxima Midnight event starting that happened yesterday.
Yeah. How's that event going, How's that event going, Charlie?
It's going.
Tell me about it.
It's going great.
Wait, which event? Wait, sorry, what?
The Proxima Midnight. Yeah.
I unlocked her. I've been dumping. I mean, I have no cores left. I've been dumping cores into her. I unlocked her. I mean, she's only at 2 red star.
Only at 2 red star? You didn't pull 5 red star for her?
Not yet. The thing is, I don't forget. My orbs are saved.
No, but see, he has her, so it's not going to give him the 5-star now.
That's true.
Right. That's a good point.
Yeah, but it's okay. I think
Charlie, have you been blowing a bunch of cores on this event?
I have been all around the board.
Good. That's good. Good to hear.
So, the accounts that I run are currently on. Both of them are locked, so it'll be fine.
Excellent. That's
are you actually doing stuff with your alt account?
Yes.
Do you actually play on it?
I do. Yes.
Jesus Christ.
He's a monster.
I log in once a day, just run through everything, get all my I just to get my experience, just to get the level up, do all the daily stuff, and that's about it. I don't actually.
He's a madman.
But so I save all my my cores for these character events for the most part, which I try to push in arena as much as possible for those events. So I had about 4,000 cores saved up, but then I always try to buy the 900 core offer for the gold chance that they have, and last one I was able to pull 4 of the gold orbs, so that was nice at least.
Whew. Nice.
But so I always push hard for these events. I spend all the cores up until they hit 100 cores to unlock, which maybe I should probably spend a little bit more, because I feel like Black Order is going to be ridiculous all across the board. So for those who have a really good Thanos, which Crondo you do, I'm excited for your 6 red star fat daddy Thane.
I just need them to like give me one Inhuman character to have a possibility of getting to 4 stars. Like maybe give us a couple of blitzes or something, so I can at least like try to get some shards for my characters.
Yeah, so I think with the release cadence of the release of Ebony Maw will require how many? I think it requires 5 Inhumans or 4.
Yeah,
Inhumans
one Black Bolt and 4 Inhumans.
Yeah, so with that you have characters that are unfarmable right now is Ms. Marvel and Quake, which I'm assuming everybody's probably already got at at 7 stars would be my assumption. So essentially you need either Karnak, Crystal, or Yo-Yo at 5 stars or more. And since Crystal had an event, you were probably close. You're probably at like 4, if not very close to 5.
With that, I think I'm at 4-star with mine.
Yeah, with that, like that's the reason why I always push for these events, is because of stuff like that. I mean, it's just what they tend to do. So with that, I was able to get a 5-star Crystal. So I have a 5-star Yo-Yo because I pushed really hard for her Blitz. Right. And we'll just see what happens. So I will be able to unlock Ebony Maw out the gate because I have everything good to go. It's just a matter of well, you'll be close. I think you'll have Black Bolt this next turn, kind of, right? So at least you'll have that going for you.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm just glad I'm going to have Black Bolt. That's all I mean,
Yeah. So we'll go from there and see what happens with everything else. So yeah. And then they had a stealth buff to the tier 12 ability challenge, which I'm kind of not cool with, but it is what it is. For those of you who don't know, before the tier 12 ability challenge, Captain Marvel used to target the lowest health character. So if you could bring in Greg or Hela that had Greg with it, and she would always target Greg with that. But now they have fixed that. So it always one-shots whatever your lowest health character is, no matter what that is. And unfortunately, there's nothing really you can do about that because it's not a random targeting, so there's no RNG element to it. It will always target the lowest one, which if most people are bringing in Scarlet Witch for that. So it'll one-shot it, which is great. And then you can't 3-star the event, which is shitty.
Yeah,
but
super.
But what are you going to do? And then we finally...
bitch about it. That's what I'm going to do.
We're going to bitch about it. We'll post the Reddit link in the description below if you want to hop in that, take a look at it even further and whatnot, and voice your opinions on Reddit about that, which I would urge everybody to do. Go on there, say that you wish that it's at least RNG or make it the way it used to be, because then it could be. It's still hard. Still hard to do. You still need a big team to finish that event, but now they just made it impossible. Like, you just can't do it because of, the people have made videos of how it always targets the lowest health person no matter what. And, Captain Marvel is running tier, her ult is, the first thing that pops up. So you are always down a character out the gate. The only other thing I could think of is maybe running a Drax in that, but you would need like a huge Drax, do like 100k Drax in order to take that first hit.
Right.
So, it is what it is. And then we had the Tadano Mac Japan Blitz that happened, where the rewards were you could get, if you were in the top 100, you could get a 5 red star Scientist Supreme. Otherwise, it would be like a 4 red star. And
how'd that go for you, Charlie?
So I hit top 101 was my rank. I missed top 100 by 1 blitz attack. I was 11,000 blitz points shy of top 100. So I hit rank 101 at 27 mil, which is the most I ever pushed. And the reason why I pushed for that is I wanted to see where I could go for Sif. And I didn't push as hard, so I could probably go for maybe 30 mil out the gate for Sif. So, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it was shitty. Not gonna lie. I felt real bad about that, but then it also made me be like, you know what? It just gives me a baseline of where I was going to go. And it always goes to say, like, if you're going to push for something, at least go a little bit more than you're comfortable with and just do it. Even if you just auto it.
So when you say to yourself, is this enough? Just know that it's not.
Just like, so if you really want that character, which I really didn't want a 5 red star Scientist Supreme, it would just help a lot, and mine is currently at 4. It would just, I still got those Elite 4 credits, but even still, it just sucks to have to be literally 1 shy. Like, I just barely missed it. It was just whatever. It is what it is. But anyway, that was the recap of the week of what was going on in Marvel Strike Force. What are you guys excited for coming up?
Black Bolt.
I'm
excited for this Red Star rework.
Yeah, Red Star rework, and also the same day as the Symbiote Spider-Man milestones return.
Oh yeah, the Symbiote. Yeah, I've been saving, also been hoarding up my gold to really drop into that hard.
As the holder of like 350 milestone orbs, I'm very ready for Symbiote Spider-Man to be dropped into those milestone orbs.
Oh, that's right. I should have been saving those too. Damn.
Yeah, I don't know if he's coming to those orbs, but I'm excited for that. I hope that he will.
If he doesn't, I'm gonna get pissed about it and bitch about it. But then I'll just open up my orbs and hopefully get Captain Marvel, because I mean I don't really care about Coulson that much. I mean, I mean it would be nice, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, I stopped opening up my milestone orbs after I finished off Captain Marvel to 7 stars, but even that still took a lot. But yeah, so I've also been hoarding all the milestone orbs just because of that exact reason. So I was hoping the Symbiote Spider-Man would go in that. I would assume that he would, considering it's a milestone orb and he's a milestone character you can unlock. So maybe after this run, or whenever they say that he's done doing his runs or whatever, we'll find out. So we'll see.
I'm really hoping to get him to 5 stars, considering I have met 5 red star.
The Don Satiori says SSM won't make it to milestone orb for 6 months. That's fine. I'll have like 600 milestone orbs to open up. That's fine. I have no, like, here's the thing. If I were to open them up right now, realistically speaking, what am I going to get? A shitload of duplicates. I mean, a shitload of duplicates. And probably like 10 Captain Marvel and 15 Coulson. So like, if I'm going to do that, at least I want like 5 Symbiote Supreme.
I don't know how you guys do it. Like right now I'm looking at 6 items in my supplies. That's from the 6 red orbs I have. And I'm like, I got to open the man. Like, I'm like,
I more of this milestone orbs, man.
I just don't like it. I don't like seeing the fact that there's orbs to open and I haven't opened them yet.
What's really funny is the Alliance I'm in Contest of Champions, you can only open your orbs 2 weeks out of the month, like, because there's an event called like Summoner's Advancement, and the more you cumulatively do, the higher your rank rewards are. So like we get more rewards by holding off for 1 week. So like that's where I've really learned how to practice my can't open shit syndrome.
No, it's fair. That's very fair.
Yeah. So that's, I mean, I don't know. I'm patient, I guess. I'm just, at this point, I'm used to it.
Casino with the KH says, but just think of all the ability orbs you'll be able to open. Yeah, exactly.
Well, the only good thing about that is like, well, you can get ability orbs, you can get gold orbs. I've had pretty good results with it. You know, if I needed gold for whatever reason, like I've opened, I think 100. And I've gained probably 5 million gold out of that event just from the amount of orbs that I've opened at that point.
Yeah.
So that's really all I'm holding off for at this point.
I think it'll make for a good piece of content for the OG podcast. Like Chef Crondo opens 400 milestone orbs, you know, and we can see like the true, because that's like where you can really dig in and be like, oh, these percentages are terrible of what I got, or the drop rates of this are completely not accurate.
Yeah.
So anyways. I might get like, you know, a couple times 50 of the guaranteed 4-star tickets. You never know, man. Shit can get real spicy.
That does happen occasionally, so that's a nice thing to have. But it is what it is. So that's I'm excited for all that to happen, and Symbiote Spider-Man is great. I'm actually excited to actually boost my roster because I've done absolutely no work on my roster because I've been waiting for this event to come around. I have so many characters to take to 7-star. I have so many characters to work on for upgrading, taking to tier 14, leveling up. I have so many things to work on. But like as of right now, there's been really no reason to do so unless you need all the tokens for the orbs for a different ability match, which is fine. I like that they added that in between milestones. So that way it still gives you a reason to push if you really want to. But I've been sticking to doing the bare minimum as possible for as long as I can, which is like 650k gold a day if I can help it. Sometimes it's a little bit more if there's things that pop up in the store that I need. But I haven't leveled up anybody, haven't upgraded really anybody whatsoever. So I've been sitting at a cool 5.4 mil TCP for a long time and looking forward to. Maybe I'll try to get over 6 once this event starts up. So. But yeah, what else was I thinking about? Well, I don't remember what our actual schedule is.
What we were excited for. That's what we just finised.
Yeah. So all right. So
Red Stars. Well, I guess we kind of like don't really have anything exciting with Red Stars because none of us probably opened them.
Yeah. No.
And I guess we don't do a load of hate it unless you really want to talk about it, or do you not care?
I don't know. I mean, I don't really hate anything right now. I mean, probably because I've been Yeah.
Just chilling.
Just chilling. All right. So what do you guys? All right, then I guess we'll go. Yeah, I don't really have anything. Well, we'll just do a quick brief love it and hate it. So for me, what I'm loving about the game is I like my new alliance that I'm in. I like that it's chill. I like that people aren't like freaking out about like having to, like, if you can't hit your attacks, you just say that, like, hey, I'm busy today, and then that's about it. Like, I like the fact that there were, for those who don't know, I'm in Wolverthor's alliance, and it's nice to have an alliance that people are super chill about, and like we're still like pushing and hitting these events, but it's not a requirement to have to like run through and do everything. And oh my god, competitive. You lose a war. It is what it is. It's not like, I don't know. It's nice, I will have to say, and that's what I'm loving about it right now. So,
what was this post that you threw in here? Why is everybody ignoring the ability gate? What is
That's what that was the stealth buff to
okay.
Gotcha.
ability challenge. Yeah,
for that and whatnot. So, Don, what are you loving about the game right now?
I like cold brew coffee and my cats.
That's great content about Marvel Strike Force. Josh, what about you?
I'm digging the Proxima event right now.
Yeah, you know what? All right. If I actually have to like something, I do like when they do events. I like the little stories. They're like fun little extras. Like this one, like Doom's taking over the Nexus universe while everyone's away fighting Ultimate. So okay, that's like a cute little thing. Yes, yeah. I like that.
Oh, the beta orbs looks pretty good, by the way. Like the loot pool in the beta orbs.
Yeah, decent. Like I just wish there was more characters in them. Like, I mean, you can get like there's Colossus shards in there. There's Ghost Rider. I think Ghost Rider in there as well. Yeah. Elsa Bloodstone's in there as well. I'm sure there's other people I'm missing off the top of my head, but I wish there was like, because it's global heroes. I just wish that, I wish Yo-Yo was in that because it would be quote unquote farmable. At least helps us in anticipation for Ebony Maw. But I'm guessing that's the reason why they didn't put Yo-Yo shards in there, because he's global hero. But
it also feels like they got to keep one character behind a pay gate. So I mean, it's not even. I don't even blame them for it. I mean, it's just that seems to be their common business practice at this point.
Absolutely. So I mean, I wish personally that they were there, but I don't know. That's just kind of unfortunate. But I'm not.
I mean, what did they say is the release date of Ebony Maw? Because they said
end of May.
So here's my thing: we're already at April 12th. They definitely need to, if they want to give everybody, I think we need like a month to have a decent shot.
They said it was about a month. So they said that it was supposed to be symbiote. Everything's pushed back 2 weeks. So they said originally that Black Bolt was coming out in middle of April. And then the Ebony Maw was going to be beginning of May to middle of May. So essentially it would give us 2 to 4 weeks to essentially get everything
makes sense
right away. So which is fine. I mean, 2 weeks isn't great, but at least you can, if they make everything farmable-ish, it's not ideal, but at least it's something, it's like you can at least have laser focus and get it. But it is what it is.
I'm gonna try.
What do you and then right now I'm currently hating the fact that I hate Blitz right now for obvious reasons.
You got 101st in the Blitz. Yeah.
Blitz is stupid. Blitz, I think, is the most unrewarding play mode in this game.
I would agree with that.
I think that, I saw in the video that Valley Flying did. For those of you who haven't listened to the podcast, we do Valley Flying. Pretty good time. But he did a video recently where they were talking about quote unquote cheaters in Blitz, and they kind of showed a graphic, and I think they said it wasn't official or anything like that, but it kind of showed that they have an idea of how they're going to change the Blitz if it actually does get done, and there was kind of like an auto sim feature. I think that would be pretty cool. Like that'd be a good way to just like go ahead and eliminate several hours of needed gameplay. If you could just sit there and like preset 20 teams, because they suck and they won't give us more than 20 teams, but you could just like set 20 teams to auto blitz and just let it go. Or because I think that they've hinted that the feature is going to be that it just kind of like plays out the battle as if it were going to be autoed anyway, but it's not actually going to like show us the battle. It'll just automatically sim it. And that would be I would like it if they did that. I think it's going to make the scores infinitely higher than what they should be. But because, then at that point, everybody and their mother's just going to have a 2-hour timer on their phone, go through, do it. And like, it's going to drive the scores up big time. So that might then present another problem, which is the fact that there are going to be way too many fish in the pond, so to say. But, I'm
looking forward to the Blitz Sim. That's what they've called it, I suppose. But because I honestly I used to like Blitz because like, I get to try out the new characters and see how they work and blah blah blah. But now I'm just like, I just hate it. I mean, so much.
Blitz simming is what everybody practically does as it is. So
yeah, I mean, you load it up, hit auto, put your phone back in your pocket, wake back, come back in 2 minutes, blah blah blah. So in their efforts of reducing screen time in the game, I feel like that's what they need. They haven't said. They've only hinted at it. They haven't talked about when they're doing, I know that they're play testing it right now to see what it's all about. But we'll see. We'll see what happens when it actually gets implemented or when it gets implemented. My assumption would probably be in the 4.0 update, but because that would make sense if they're building a whole new update just to include that, because they've only with this update or the last update, I can't remember, is when they introduced the team selector left and right for each one. So we'll see what happens with that, and hopefully it will do something to combat all the bots and whatnot, because it would just make it a little bit easier for the people who actually want to play the game in a legit format to just run through their teams and whatnot. So, but we'll see how that goes. So we're all hoarding red stars at this point. Do you guys have any fun team advice or anything like that? I have one for Red Skull, but that's about it.
Let's hear it.
So
I got nothing for you.
There is, let's see. I will put a link to this. So Yeti posted a, for those who don't know Yeti, I think he's done some collabs with Wolverthor. He has a team that he calls T-Cree, which is essentially that team composition. I'll put a video of this later on, so that way you can see what he does. Is it's a team of Kree Noble, Ronan, Ultimus, Minerva, and Thanos to help battle Red Skull teams. Granted, this is the video in which he posts this. It's a 340k team versus 252 Red Skull team, so it obviously is a 90k punch down or so. But like the idea behind here is you're feeding energy to Minerva, so that way she can ultimate, which is reducing Red Skull's health even a little bit because she steals that 10% health.
Oh.
So you can still do it, and then obviously, with everybody dying, you can, with the teammates, not teammates, the what's it called, the summons from Red Skull dying feeds Minerva via Thanos with the, his energy and whatnot, which most people have as passive maxed anyway. And then just super punching with Ultimus, and Ronan clears the death proof with his basic, and then with having Kree Noble on the end with the assists also helps with clearing death proof and all the buffs and whatnot. So it's not bad. I might try this out. I have a 6 red star Kree Noble. My Ronan is decent. I was planning on working on Ultimus anyway, and I was planning on boosting up Thanos a little bit either way also. So this might be a cool little team to help beat Red Skull outside of just Inhumans. So we'll see what that is, and I'll post that link in the description below if you want to take a look at that. I'm going to post it actually in my. I'll put that in the Discord as well if you want to take a look at it for yourself. And beforehand, I'll post it in the OG chat Discord right now, and there it is. So if you want to take a look at that, you can do !Discord in the chat, and that will get you to our Discord, where we talk about all things video games, sometimes food choices, and everything like that. So please check it out.
We've been posting some dope looking food in there. Domi posted a little nice little mushroom pizza I saw the other night.
Yeah, she was fire, son.
Yeah. Fantastic. What do you guys have for a favorite character right now?
My favorite character right now. Who's my favorite character right now? That's a good question, actually. I haven't thought about that. Usually it's like the same people and over and over again.
Team. What do you like playing with?
So since I finally upgraded Hela and Scientist Supreme, and now they're on my U7 team, and it's been really fun having, because it was before just Ultron and then a bunch of healers to save. But now it's fun, just a little diversifying that. Scientist Supreme is really interesting. I'm a big fan of her. And then obviously Hella for OP reasons. I think I'm actually going to use my credits to get Hella to 4 red star because I can.
That's a solid use.
I think so.
I just upgraded Hella to tier 14, and now I'm in Dark Dimension 3, which has been going swimmingly. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I bet.
It looks like
so much
quality time spent in the game. Like it looks like when I look at your face while you're playing it, I think to myself, man, this guy is really enjoying himself right now.
It's just so funny. Full Metal told me in there, like, go in with Phoenix and someone else, let Phoenix get smoked and then revive her and then come back in.
The Phoenix stacks. That's essentially what you're doing.
Yeah. What a fun way to play a game.
And it's absolutely accurate. That is the.
I believe it.
I mean, I've been doing streams of it. I'm going to be recording. I've been recording all my attempts with the exception of day 2 because I realized that at like 11:51 on Thursday that I had not done my DD3 run for the day, so I had to do it really quickly. So I didn't record it. But I will be uploading my entire run of DD3 onto the OG Podcast YouTube. And so far, I have to edit that. I'm just going to do that today and tomorrow.
Wait,
whatever.
Your entire run of DD3, as in you're
every
finished?
single day. No, I'm saying every single day. I'm going to. I'm recording it. I'm doing royalty-free music while I'm streaming because I'm also streaming at the same time and letting that run out. And
royalty-free music, giving back to the community, man. Spreading the word.
Yeah, trying to do that also so we don't get copyright infringements on YouTube.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Yeah, so anything.
Other royalty fees you need to be paying me for?
The MSF till I die.
MSF till I die!
It's even better in real life.
Yeah, it is. Oh my god, have you been practicing screaming that?
He has been.
Dude, I used to be a death metal singer, right?
I didn't. What? Okay. I did not know this. This is hot takes.
Yeah,
okay.
I sang death metal for 3.5 years. My band is signed. And
what was the band?
Enfold Darkness. You won't see any pictures of me though, because long story short, the guy that's in charge of the band does not like me very much. Go figure, right?
What's the metal band name?
Enfold Darkness.
All right, I'm going to listen to this one. Is it on Spotify? Because I want to check this out.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not my versions of it because I mean, I was with this band like 10 years ago when we started, but they're still doing their thing.
All right, fair enough. Because I've directed a bunch of like screamo metal band videos, right?
Really?
Yeah. Do you know Famous Last Words at all?
Yes. Yeah.
I've done all their videos except for the last one. So, yeah,
that's funny.
Small world indeed.
Yeah,
so
dude.
It's hilarious. All right.
Once upon a time, I used to have black hair down to here, man.
Wow, crazy. So did you guys figure out a favorite character?
Oh, Hella. I like Hella a lot.
That's a Hella up or down.
I think I'm gonna stick with it's either in between. I really like the Fantastic Four team. I mean, like, I still find them to be one of the most fun teams to play, even though half the time I start off the fight without Human Torch because, Loki's an asshole. But
Drax instead of Thing. I'm telling you, change.
I know. I don't know. I think F4 is probably still my favorite team. I mean, and I'm going to change my mind here in a couple of weeks when I get Black Bolt. Mm-hmm. So I'll give you an in-depth review of that once I acquire the goods. And then I guess for me, I got G14 Phoenix and Ultron this week. So
nice.
And soon to be probably. I think I'm like 1 or 2 items away from Iron Fist, and I don't give a shit. People be like, Iron Fist, why are you going to use Iron Fist? I don't really care. He's 6 red stars, and like, I just...
Crondo down. We got a Crondo down.
Yep. 3. Well, this is. I was hoping not to have to edit a whole bunch, but now it looks like I'm going to have to edit this. I guarantee you his internet just cut out.
Probably.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't remember what I was saying, but my internet really interrupted me.
That's
my G14 team. So I think I'm looking, and this is gonna be the all-star team right here: Iron Fist, Shield Trooper, Ultron, and Phoenix. And I don't care who the 5th is right now. I don't know. I don't even know. I haven't really decided yet. I mean, in a perfect world, I'd get Sinister or Hella, but
you could probably just do Sabretooth because he's super easy to get up to G14.
Yeah, I just don't care. Like, I want to go in and do the Phoenix thing once a day, call it a day, be done, not even sweat it, and move on with my life. Because I feel like at least going at 1% a day is faster than 0% a day. You know,
It's true.
So,
That's very true.
Yeah,
you're not wrong in that assumption.
Yes. I just can see what the case is. You were saying you don't give a shit. Oh, that's
exactly.
Yeah, that sounds pretty accurate.
For sure. Okay, so with that leads us to the Q&A session. Do we have any questions in the chat at all?
I didn't see any formal questions. I think we kind of like
mostly just Whopper making fun of Crondo.
Yeah, what else is new? Now, most of the questions we kind of covered. Like, since we don't have a guest, I feel like we weren't as we're all guests here. The guest was the audience. You know what? The guest was the community today.
Oh my God.
I hate you so much right now.
Why?
That was wonderful. I believe the children are the future.
All right. Well, with that, if we don't have any questions officially, we'll still be in the chatting. We'll still be in the stream chatting it up with the audience and the community, since the community was the guest today.
The guest was the friends we've made along the way.
The real prize is the journey.
The real prize is the journey.
All right, I'm just gonna leave at this point.
Stay safe, everybody.
Thank you, everybody, for exactly. Stay safe. Make sure you're.
Oh, wait. Wait.
What?
The thing next Sunday. The charity stream.
Oh yes, go ahead.
Kind of thing.
Talk about it.
Well, so one of our community content creators, I'm gonna have to look up his name really fast. Paulo P13. He's putting together a 24-hour charity stream for Corona relief. I think they're targeting next Sunday. You guys will definitely see more information about it on Reddit and stuff like that. But I know Casino, Valley Fly-In, we're involved. There's a lot of big names. Wolver Thor is really a big part of kind of putting all this together as well. And I think there are going to be a total of like 16 different content creators, and we're Center Raven. So we're gonna try to do some good, raise some money for charity. We got some ideas. I think they're throwing around about maybe doing like a Dark Dimension 1 race, or maybe try to do some like live roster reviews for donations, stuff like that. So definitely check it out. And I think we're possibly going to be doing our podcast live during that block. Yep. So definitely stay tuned and look for more information. We'll post it in our Discord. If you guys want to get involved, welcome to join in and check it out.
Yeah, we'll have that Discord link down below in the comments if you are interested in being involved in our Discord. Everything will be posted up there whenever we go live. Whenever any of us goes live, and I apologize for everybody who in the Discord when I've tagged them like 9 times because my OBS disconnected for some reason, would disconnect like every 10 minutes. It was super frustrating to me. I'm sorry for everybody who got tagged with that because it's automatic. I can't change it. I'm sorry. But anyway, if you're watching live, it's !Discord in the chat. We'll get you our Discord link as well as the link below if you're listening on the podcast after the fact. So there's that. Everybody stay safe out there. Thank you all very much for joining us this week with the Marvel Strike Force Insider Edition. I am Vash, joined as always by Asher Pastrami and just Chef Crondo. I don't know what I was doing there. And
little French
Josh.
Yes, Crondo.
You can find us on Instagram at og.podcast. Fuck me.
Oh man, we almost went the whole episode.
No, Charlie said fuck earlier.
Charlie said
it
35 minutes in. Our Twitter is Overachievers. Our website is beingoverachiever.com, where you can get this episode and every other episode where we talk about everything else related to video games in that podcast. What else we got? Our Patreon is patreon.com/overachievers. We're now Twitch affiliate on Twitch. So if you want to give us $5 to Jeff Bezos money, you can with !Prime in the chat. We'll get you all that. And also make sure you follow us, turn notifications on Twitch whenever we go live. We do video games streams as well as this podcast on twitch.tv/OG podcast. So thank you all very much for tuning in. We'll stay in the stream for a bit, but until next time, everybody, stay safe.
Peace.